How's it going? If that's me, the one watcher, well, hi to myself. If it's not, hi to whoever it is. Hey, Ashcan, how's it going? Not too bad. Hey, Josh, how are you today? Ooh, my neighbors, you can tell who's jiving. They're right around my age, I would say. Uh, but you sure can tell who's driving by the way the truck's moving. If it's a woman, it's just a fucking going. It's the guy, it's a little slower. Holy fuck, that's not good. Both my parents and my grandfather on my mom's side all died from heart attacks. And really, that is the way to go, I figure. Here, especially if you have a good one. Hey, and now how's it going? Uh, to be honest, I would rather have a heart attack and die instantly than to have cancer and suffer for fucking years. There's very few cancers that you don't suffer for a long time with. Lung cancer is one that'll kill you fairly quick. Oh yeah, and life is a roller coaster and just keep going in circles. It has its ups and downs. So do the Ashcan, do they know what brought it on? Is it just the stress? Is it the way you lived in your past life? Well, I hate to say this, gas can, but you're gonna have to maybe do a little bit less activity, and I don't know. You got to get away from the A1 community. I can see that because it's just full of stress for you, full of stress for a lot of people, really. I'm not saying you have to quit everything, but you got to think about withdrawing from a lot of it for your health. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get away from the auditors. Or if you only doing interviews with auditors and then working on, you should be okay, hopefully. How's things going with you, Annelle? I haven't seen you around in a while. Well, Helix I've heard of, but Three Scotchmen I've never heard of. Yeah, I think I've heard of both of them. Damn, she's 30 degrees outside. Feels like 19 with the wind. Which is -1, feels like -7. Getting down to -8 tonight. Next Sunday, -17 is the high during the day. Bitch it. Yeah, I knew the Trues were the Glorious Sons. I don't know where I heard about them, but I've heard about them. The name is familiar anyway, so. And I'm not watching really that much music. Are you into booking some? Oh, you're bigger into rock music though. So I won't even ask that. It's not that they don't play rock music, but some of it is country. I know some people don't like country because I don't like fucking much country either. It's fucking old rehashed fucking rock. Oh, and before I forget, happy fuck the cops day. And the tyrants that allow them to do what the fuck they do. Hey, Zara. Okay. Uh, oh, uh, happy fuck YouTube for censoring us and also for allowing their parent company, Google, to fucking censor us. Well, not telling Google to fuck off when they want to censor us. Hey, Keeper, how's it going? Politicians are there really supposedly to make it easier on everybody, to get things done for the people that live in their area. And that is not what politicians do anymore. I can see that most politicians are fucking just money hungry dumbasses. Hey, keeper, gas can's got to keep a steady temperature level. You can't get heated up for any reason. Don't let them get any pleasure from you at all. That will heat them up. Unless you're giving them ice cream. Hmm. Can hear the oil bubbling down here. Maybe I should smoke out of one of those for something to do. I'll try this one. Well, oh, ooh, oh, excuse me, ladies, but I'm a pig. Well, somebody should type something in chat so I'll have something to respond to. Hell. Oh, hell, Josh. Sometimes I have 4 or 5 on the go. I fill them all up and then I just pick up a pipe and smoke it and then pick up another one. These two here are have been on the go, plus this one and this one, and that's just yesterday and today. This one wasn't too long ago, too. If you got pipes, you might as well fucking use them, is my attitude. I got a, what is it, silicone one, too, but I'm not too really, oh, fuck, she's snowing. Uh, Fond of rubber or plastic, and silicone is something that sort. Geez, I haven't smoked out of that one in a while too. to the front. This is a rubber one. For me, it's either metal or glass. Although I have smoked a lot out of that rubber one because it's so fucking easy to clean out. Mostly everything collects right in there. I've had it plug off in here once, but a little hot water on it and it fucking all run. Huh. Okay, Josh, now is that a few minutes, few seconds, few hours, few days, few months? You need to be a little more specific. Well, fuck, it's been a long time since I used this one, too. Can't get an airtight seal. I'll fire that one up in a while. Smoke it out of this fucking thing. I gotta clean it every day. Of course, that's not very hard to do. You just hold it with pliers, fucking hit her with a blowtorch. Most of it runs down, tip it over, and let the rest run out that way. I don't know why so many young people think that the most expensive, fanciest way is always the best. Sometimes it's not. Fuck, most expensive, fanciest. Hardly anybody does it that way. Have you made it back yet, Josh? Right now, it's been a few minutes. I thought you were saying a few seconds, really. And see, it isn't even you. Somebody came in and left. I'll have to check and see. Holy fuck. 2 thumbs down. I don't know who that is, but thank you for the vote. Warms my heart to know you care so much about me to have to fucking vote. Damn. When you said you'd be gone a few seconds, Josh, I didn't know it'd be a few 100 seconds. Yeah, well, you said a few. You didn't say a few minutes, few hours, few days, few years. You just never said. So I figured you must mean a few seconds, but nope. Just likes to tell stories. What's with you? Do you need a little tight? Oh, you want to be petted? Okay. Oh, yeah. I know what that's like. I hardly got any fucking thing in my fridge and I still open it just out of habit. If I could get dried meat, I wouldn't even need a fridge, really. Okay, Josh. Kind of a sandwich. I like bologna, thick cut. Matter of fact, get a whole fucking block and just cut off as much as you want. Slice of that. Uh, Cheese to cover, and I'm not talking United Statesian cheese. That sliced crap that's poison. I'm talking about the semi cheese that they are selling up here now. The only thing that you can say is fucking it's fairly close to real cheese is you go to not Walmart, a Costco, and they have big fucking wheels of cheese covered in a white cloth, muslin cloth, I think it is. And that is real cheese. And when you get, oh, bologna, yes. I was talking about bologna. Ah, and cheese. Oh, I think I'd like a slice of lettuce too. Have to have some mustard. And a layer of chips. Salt and vinegar, jalapeno, plain. It don't matter. And I haven't had a sandwich like that in fucking years. I don't keep butter or margarine. Oh, me too, Josh. I like mustard and beans, mustard on crackers, mustard on meat, mustard on eggs. It goes a lot of places. And Josh, do you like your hot mustard? Well, I'm older. I've found more ways to use it, Josh. Nice slice of still warm roast beef with a shitload of horseradish on one piece of bread and a shitload of mustard on the other. And there's really no way to tell, Josh, if you love it more than me or I love it more than you. I eat it different ways than you, but you could still love it more because you just didn't know about the other things you could put it on. I was scared to experiment with stuff food when I was younger. Well, not scared, hell. I was into caviar. I don't know how old I was. 12. I tried caviar. Oh, I forgot about mustard pickles too. So there's five of you watching. Did one of you throw something in chat so I have something to talk about? Okay. I've about run out of things to say about mustard, I'll tell you. Are you using one of them fucking little one pot machines, 1 cup machines, Josh? Keurig? Or something like that? I'm not a fan of coffee, but I'm a fan of the way to make it. And the best way to make it is just in the metal pot. On top of the stove. 3, 4 cups of water. 2.5, 3 tablespoons of coffee. Boil for 2 minutes. Then pull it off to the edge of the stove and let it sit there for a while and get a little taste. And some people like to throw little crushed eggshells in about there, but you don't really have to. If you throw in some cold water, it'll help settle grounds. Jesus, do you have to? Hey, do you have to? You look so upset and scared. Hey, you look so worried. Hey, stare at that pot and Tell me if a watch pot never boils. It will eventually, no matter if you're watching it or not. One of those old wives' sayings that never made sense. Huh? Okay, well, 5 people in here watching. Only Josh is talking. Excuse. I gotta thank everybody that's in here watching for coming in. Oh, you lucky devil, it's rainy weather there. Well, it's snowy weather here today, Josh. It was a real warm day yesterday with wind. It dropped the snow quite a bit, but today it cooled off and it's snowing again. And next Sunday at this time, the low, or yeah, the low at night is 20 below. So, got a few warm days coming up. I gotta go out and trim the tree. And I don't mean put fucking lights on it. I mean take an axe and cut off some of the fucking branches. Hope I can do it without too much pain. I suppose I could do it if I only used one hand on the axe, but fuck that, I ain't cutting myself. Oh, I'm doing okay, Mike. It's nice of you to go over and help your mom and dad, stepdad. Uh, he's not really your dad's a caller. Even a stepdad is not the way to put it. Should we call him the interloper? look at that. The entertainment is here.
What's going on, Myron?
Geez, I never asked if it was you. I guess I should have.
It's me. Can you hear me okay on this?
Oh, yeah. Really good.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, Mike, you might as well take the step off then.
Take what off?
The step off his stepdad, because his stepdad and his mom have been together for 32 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd switch up my background picture there.
Yeah. What a lot of people believe there is. I think that's kind of a Sasquatch, ain't it?
It's that character off that kids movie. Fuck, I can't think of it right now, but some kind of bedtime story creature kid cartoon thing.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. Just call him your dad.
What's going on, Reese?
Sully's Monsters is the name.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, but seeing as I got no kids and I try not to watch anything less than an R rating, but sometimes I gotta go PG-13 or something. But very rare am I ever down into family.
Yeah, my kids watched it a bunch of times.
Yeah. My nephew's was Shrek. And I got him Shrek 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, my kids watched all that stuff there, Shrek there, 1, 2, and 3, and
yeah. I watched a lot of movies now. Like I say, I like R-rated. I don't know why, but I don't want to watch anything made for kids. So what are you doing right now?
just sitting here doing nothing.
Oh, well, that's why I asked, because I couldn't hear any noise. Couldn't even hear you breathing. If you're doing that, then we've got a problem. Oh, son of a bitch.
Snowing hard there, or just light snow, or?
It's a light snow. Really light. And it's supposed to slow till like this, I guess, till this evening sometime, and then it's going to quit.
I still got a whole bunch of wood that I got to cut and put away and stuff like that as well. So I'm hoping the snow's going to hold off.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of snow there?
Oh, fuck yeah.
We used to, but lately it doesn't seem like we get as much. Ugh.
Well, well, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. Fucking the sidewalks, the snow, the little snow plows would go down through the sidewalks, and the snow was as tall as me on both sides. Like, it was to the point where they got dump trucks in and were clearing it out like that because there was just so much snow.
They do that here 3 or 4 times a year. They clean snow. Even if it really hasn't snowed much, they'll clean the streets.
Yeah.
But they also fucking go around with the street cleaner three to 4 times in summertime too, to keep the
Oh,
street.
yeah. Yeah, they do that here. Fuck, I don't know. Once or twice there every 2 weeks or something.
Holy fuck.
Suck up all the cigarette butts and leaves and whatever else.
Yeah, well, here what they do it a lot of it for is in the spring they don't spread salt in town. They might at some of the intersections, but for the most part, uh, it's just rock chips, and they're small rock chips, and it works good. And in the spring, they come along and they suck it all up with the street cleaner, take it out to a place out of town and dump it all, and then they sift it all out of the dirt and get all the chips back for the next winter.
Oh, yeah. Reese, you're lucky, man. Watch my neighbors there. They'll be shoveling their cars out when it starts snowing there, and I'll just go down, hop in my Jeep and back up a little bit and then just drive drive right through it. Neighbors be right pissed there. They're fucking out there shoveling.
Well, if the snow's more than 5 inches deep, I can't make it with my 2-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, see, mine's all-wheel drive, so she'll go through it. Time I get back, the rest is already plowed out.
If I put 200 and 400 pounds, between 200 and 400 pounds in the box of sandbags, any kind of weight really, it don't
Yeah.
matter. Then I could probably go 6 or 7 inches of snow.
No, yeah.
And if I put chains on, then I could really give her.
Oh, for sure.
And you don't even have to buy chains anymore. All you do is buy them big fucking zip ties, the biggest ones you can. And you can put on 5 or 6 zip ties. If you have to double them up, you got to double them up. But they'll work just as good as chains to get you out of in a pinch.
Oh yeah, all the cars down here, man, fucking, they rust out bad on the left side because the salt goes down that yellow line on the roads usually. more salt in the middle, so usually the left side of the car rots out first because they use a lot of salt down here as well.
Well, mine's got rust on it, but I don't know if it's salt or a lot of the vehicles are designed to rust out, I would say. They're designed to rust out. And it doesn't have to be necessarily anything to do with salt. It's where water gets trapped in the metal. And usually where it gets trapped in the metal, it'll start rusting there.
Oh yeah.
If it's got a V or something where it can sit in there and pool, it'll start rusting by that pool. And that's what happens a lot of the
Yep.
time. And all of the fucking vehicles are designed that way. They could design them so that there'd be no water getting in, no salt getting in, but they don't want to because the car wouldn't rust out and become obsolete that way. At least back in the 60s and 70s, uh, a metal pickup was made of metal, or a car too. Metal car was made of fucking metal. It didn't have a skin on it like a fucking our skin. It was fucking thick and heavy. I had a 62 Dodge. I know it was heavy, like it was a fucking tank. Three in a tree, just put her in first gear and let her chug along with a 6-cylinder. Yeah, that's right, Mike Reese. It's all set up. You have to buy new. But the thing is, if I could now, I would buy one of them older ones and get it rebuilt. $50,000, $60,000 to get a vehicle from the 60s or 70s rebuilt. But in the end, you would have a vehicle that you could fix yourself. Uh, the government can't shut it down on you because now every fucking new vehicle, the government can shut it down. And I don't think that's very nice.
Yeah. So here now, you had to get your vehicle inspected once a year, but now it's every 2 years.
Even here, I don't know. I've never gotten. I'm driving a 97. I don't think it's ever had an inspection.
Yeah, which is lucky as fuck.
I went to the insurance and I said, I want to put insurance on this. And they said, well, is it operational? And I said, the guy drove it here from Grand Prairie. So right away, that says it's pretty much fucking roadworthy. Unless you got some guys that like to fucking drive around without signal lights and shit like that. But most vehicles, if it's drivable on the road, your insurance company should just say, okay, we'll insure it. That's right, Mike. Old cars are the best to hit a deer.
Oh, the newer cars, man, you fucking hit a deer with it and they're gone to the junkyard.
Oh yeah. Then you see the ones where a moose has fucking hit him and it's just ripped the fucking hood right off. Holy fuck, that's a lot to register. I pay somewhere around 100, I think, for a 97 pickup. It's got a 6-cylinder in it, a V6. I'd like to take that out and put a slant 6 in her.
Well, here, if you bring your vehicle in to get it inspected, if it got holes through it, the body anywhere,
Yeah.
that it's not past an inspection. If it's got bad tires on it, it's not past an inspection. If it's, they'll check your brakes. They'll check. They check her all out, man. Like you got a cracked windshield.
They do have inspections here, but usually it's mostly for big trucks.
Like big rigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything that's big enough to use an air horn.
Oh yeah.
Which is okay with me because a car that doesn't have some signal lights or it's got a broken windshield or something is nowhere near as dangerous as a fucking truck. Because something coming off that truck will cause a lot of damage on the smaller vehicles. Fuck. Kill people with the fucking bogies coming off.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that a long time ago. I think it was on the 401.
Even to get a little trailer like that you pull behind your car to tow a lawnmower or 4-wheeler or something in, fucking that's got to be inspected. So it's got to have fenders on it around the tires. It's got to have oh shit. It's got to have license plate, obviously.
Yeah,
Your fenders.
Yeah, they'd make sure you have the right tires on it.
Oh yeah, if your tires are bad, they fucking won't inspect you.
Yeah, it's got to have the proper wiring all wired up right and working. Yeah, they don't do that here.
Fucking, I know, lucky man.
I can.
Because once you bring your vehicle in to get inspected, and then they say, "Well, no, this, that, and this needs to be done," you're fucked. You basically, because they'll give you an orange sticker. That's a rejection sticker, and that's only good for I think 30 days, and you're only allowed to. You can't drive to the. You're not allowed to drive all over with it. You can just go, basically, to get parts or
Yeah.
that for it.
Can you modify vehicles? Because,
What do you mean?
well, here, say, my box is rusting, and it's not right through, but it's fucking close. I could go push my finger, probably right, put a hole right through. So what if I just took the box off and built a flat deck on it? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
you can do that here. Yeah.
Okay. Same here. The other problem I got is my cab is rusting out too. just under the door in the corner.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, none of them would be rusting if they'd fucking only do a little bit extra. Okay, Mike, you have a good evening.
Yeah, peace, Mike.
Wait
Well,
for me.
it's 5 o'clock here and it's dark out. You can still see a little bit, but it's dark.
Yeah. What times it get light in the morning?
Oh, pretty early.
Oh. uh,
But it makes it for a fucking long day. Like, at supper, when it gets dark so early, 7 o'clock at night, it feels like midnight. Like,
oh, fuck. When
I don't
it's
know. I have a hard time adjusting to it.
in the worst, not the worst of the winter, but in the deepest part of the winter when it's the darkest, which is December 20th, I think. Uh,
I think
everybody
it gets darker. Go ahead.
gets up and goes to work in the dark, and they all drive home in the dark.
Right.
We get on December 22nd, we get 7 hours of daylight.
Okay. Yeah. I heard something like right up until December 24th, each day it gets darker 5 minutes earlier. Whether there's any truth to that, I don't know, but I think so.
No, no, shortest day of the year is the 20th.
The 20th?
December 20th. Yeah. Isn't that when solstice is? Winter solstice? The summer solstice is the longest day. Winter solstice is the longest night.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know how long to last.
See, that's what I like about up here. We do get snow, but when it's clear, it's cold. I like that. Uh, I like the fact that there's lots of sun up here in the wintertime.
Yeah, we have no snow here yet, thank God, but it's coming.
Well, I'm waiting for the great big white flakes. This crap we got now is not really much like snow. Of course, then somebody's got to come and shovel me out.
Well, before the kids got on the bus, before they had a school route, the plows never plowed the sidewalks on our street. So fucking the snow would get so bad there from the plows going by. You just had like a little tiny room to get out your door down front. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But now that the kids are on a bus route, shit gets plowed and stuff.
Yeah, it's always nice to be on a bus route. Uh, at one time, the mayor lived on this street. One of the mayors. She lived right across the street and over. Actually, she lived in Gord's house, my buddy Gord. And she was also on the volunteer fire department. And this is one of the first fucking streets in town to get cleaned then. I like
Nice.
that. It would be snowing.
Yeah.
There'd be guys going up and down the street cleaning this one.
Yeah.
Not quite that. Oh. Mm.
Well, I gotta go get my second shot done here. Next few days.
Oh. So you've been doing all this work without the extra shot?
Yeah, I just had the one shot so far.
Are you getting the same one as the second shot?
Yeah, I hope so.
Because I heard that if you got two different ones, it was better.
There's so
But
much going. There's so much information going around. You don't know what to listen to anymore.
that's right. And that is doctors and the government's fault.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, everything that is a problem in this world is government's fault or religion. I hate to say it, but a lot of the shit going over in the Middle East is over religion. A bunch of people from one religion don't want to live next to people from a different religion. So they have a war.
Right. Fucking don't matter to me what religion anybody is. I couldn't care less.
Me neither. I cannot stand religion, really. I think it is really something that should be good, but it just didn't work. I really can't see that religion works because it doesn't matter which religion you are. Just about all of them say an eye for an eye. There's only one or two religions where you go turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
You know, most of the wars were about religion. God damn, I'd say a lot of the pedophilia is about religion too. Otherwise, why do they have to hide
I
something?
don't go to church or anything, but
Well, Catholics, geez, instead of turning their priests in,
I'm like that no good motherfucking guy. So I guess I believe in them because when shit bad happens to me, I like to blame them.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I can't. When shit happens to me, shit happens. Wasn't caused
Right.
by any outside being or nothing. This shit happens. I
Yeah.
realize that.
Shit.
It took me a long. No, it didn't take me a long time to realize that. I realized that really young, I guess. Because I went through a rough first 5 or 6 years of my life. I had my skull cracked twice and cracked a bone in my foot. Not
Crazy.
once did God ever come and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, son." Nah, he wouldn't come and
Right.
talk to me. So I said, "Fuck that." And then, about a year later, I found out there was no Santa Claus. I was 7. It was Christmas, and I stayed up all night till my mom and dad walked in the bar. They'd been in or into the door. They'd been at a party, and they walked in with my gifts. At, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 in the morning. Well, they were hungover. I got a drum set, and I got a drum set, and I got no fucking musical talent at all.
Yeah.
I think it took a couple of days to fucking break the tom. It wasn't. It was just a little bass and a little tom, and I think I had a cymbal, so it wasn't very much to it.
We got one of those for our kids a couple years back, and fucking drove me crazy with that. Bang, bash, bang, 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 bash, bang. Does it sound
Yeah,
good, Dad? Oh yeah.
you want to listen to somebody who knows how to play the drums? I could never. My body will. My mind, I guess, is the way to put it. My mind will do so many things in a row, and unless I can get it locked in there, it'll hiccup for no fucking apparent reason. Like I'll be fucking strumming, and then I'll do something, and it's just a hiccup in my playing, and then I'll go back to being sort of okay again.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably something the matter with my mind.
You say Melvin's curled up in bed, listening to 4 different panels right now. So if we yell his name a couple times, he might pop in.
Melvin?
Are you listening, Melvin? I know you're out there somewhere.
Well, depending on what the weather is like where he's at, he could be fucking stuck in bed. That's the sad thing. One of these days, he figures it's going to be a 2 week stretch when it gets into winter. Because he's still sort of late fall down there.
Oh, what was it? 5, 6 years back there, we had real cold snap, and it rained, snowed and rained at the same time there. Fuck, it was like ice pellets coming down, and the trees and the everything froze, power lines, fucking everything, and then a little wind picked up, and everything just snapped like twigs. There's trees down everywhere.
Yeah. We don't get. There's the odd tree blowing down here, but not very often. But what was it? 2 days ago, we had one of the strongest winds I've seen in a while.
Oh shit, there's Melvin. I told you.
I didn't hear you said.
I think you're hearing stuff, Melvin.
What do you mean you just walked in the door? I thought wintertime was a bad time for you and you were not doing good. Here you're out dancing in the streets. 1 in the afternoon. Okay, catch you in 11 to 15 minutes.
Smoking the good stuff.
Well, I don't know if his homegrown would be all that bad. Uh, I think there's a lot of snobs about their homegrown.
All right, put the timer on there, Myron.
Well, it's 2:22 as you said, oh, come on. How good time is that? Okay, he won't be back until 2:35 at the earliest, I would say. I would rather just smoke newbies, but I can't afford it.
Yeah, see, I used to smoke pipes and pop bottles, and now my lungs can't take it, so I just smoke the joints.
Well, I could, well, fuck, my lungs could take it. I don't know. I've smoked joints all my life. I just enjoy that more, mainly because it probably reminds me of smoking a cigarette. I don't know. And the problem with smoking doobies, and if I got free reign, I smoked 30 doobies one day by myself.
Shit.
And the next day I smoked 27. Day after that, 28. And then I quit counting. But I'm smoking pipes. I smoke a lot less weed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm really trying to cut back for a while. Although I'm hoping that stuff I bought, they're going to send it without any problems. I bought 31% shake, a pound for $200.
Shit. Not bad at all.
Yeah, a pound of anything is a pretty good price for $200.
Yeah.
And at 31% is what it's guaranteed to be that. I don't know how they could fucking test it, but I guess it must be able to Maybe test it in 5 places or 7 places and take an average.
Well, back in the day, I don't know, 15 years ago, I probably smoked fucking, I don't know, Sobe bags full of shake, man. Just when I ran out of my pot, I'd smoke the shake.
Yeah. Well, fuck. The shake's actually the best stuff. It's all the stuff that's falling off.
Oh, yeah, full of fucking resin and crystal and all kinds of good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Some people fucking say it's not that good, but well, I won't be able to tell until I get it. But I think I
Well,
might turn 2 ounces of it into uh, uh, fuck brownies. I guess that's what it was. Yeah, make brownies or something with it.
oh, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, two ounces of it. I did 2 ounces of 20% in a batch, and that had me giggling and not able to stand up on the first try.
Yeah.
And I was like that for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I was okay again. But that was taking 2 ounces of 20% medical weed, so you know it was damn good weed. Oh, it's still just 20% shit. And I made a tincture out of it, and then I boiled all the alcohol off and threw what was left in the fucking pan and cooked brownies with it.
Yeah.
And then I ate a fifth of that at once.
Yeah.
So that was a fifth of 2 grams of, or 2 ounces of wheat. Are you outside?
Farming simulator there going in the back here. Well, let's see. Three more minutes
What's that?
until your prediction on Melbourne popping up.
Well, I said that was the earliest he could make it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because I've waited for him to have his J a few times. Sometimes it'll take 15 or 16.
I'd like to get the new PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I
Mostly
don't
for
think.
the what's that?
Well, you go ahead for the what?
I was just gonna say mostly for the kids because once it comes in, they'll kidnap it pretty fast.
Yeah. Or you could just say screw it, and they can go to work and make money enough to buy their own.
Yeah. 12 and 9. Work in a Chinese shop or something making t-shirts.
I had a job at 12. I worked on a farm.
Yeah.
And I was doing adult work. My dad put me on a tractor and he sat on the binder on the back, and we made bundles out of a crop. Me and another guy went afterwards and took all those bundles and put them into stoops.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we went along with wagons and picked all the stoops up using horses pulling the wagons and 17 horses and a tractor. And they picked up all the stoops, took them into a thrashing machine, threw them into the running thrashing machine. It would chop them all up and spit the seeds out one side and the chaff out the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when I was 12 and 13. Had to work to pay for room and board for my horse. Got a horse for my birthday, but I had to pay for the room and board for it.
Oh, yeah.
But we got a steer every fall because we were doing work. And that was pretty good. A steer in the freezer every winter.
Oh, there's trouble.
Hey, Melvin.
We working?
What's going on, Melvin?
No, yesterday I went out for my grocery run and to stop by the pharmacy. And then, because I got up early and all that kind of crap, I was tired. But I went and did it anyway. And I get home, I look, and I'm like, fuck, they didn't give me something from the pharmacy. They forgot something to give me something in the little baggie. So I got to phone them back, told them what, oh, yeah, it's here, they said. And I'm like, they apologize for not putting it in there or whatever. And I'm like, no worries. Then I had a nice hot bath, took a couple anti-inflammatories, and had a nice hot bath, and I passed out. And I don't think I got up until like 8, 9, something like that. And I was just up for a while. I don't know, about midnight I went back to sleep, and then up at 3 this morning. And I've been up ever since. So I just come back from walking over to the pharmacy or whatever and grabbing my shit. They left out the good shit, so I had to go.
Yeah.
Had to go get it. Yeah, I'm going to be getting I don't know, either tonight or tomorrow night or something. I'll get a good night's sleep. Because my hours are all over the place. Couple hours here, hour there, whatever. It's all over the fucking place. Brain fog thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I guess it's like pulling an all-nighter. So it sort of feels like.
Oh, yeah.
Get that brain fog thing kind of going, like, zombie mode. So that's what's kind of going on. Yeah, I just walked in the door and I came down here and I heard you say my name. Right then. I don't know what we were talking about or whatever.
Yeah, I said to Meyer, and I said, I bet you Melvin's got his panel open, and he's probably laying in bed, covered up, and he's listening. So I said, if we yell his name a couple times, he might pop in.
Yeah, so
And,
but I listened to a whole pile of people at once.
right.
I don't know. I don't know why I can do it. It's like, I don't know.
Well, it's pretty funny.
If it gets over about 10 or 12 people, then it gets a little hard. But
Right.
10 people all talking and shit, I can sort of pay attention to all what's going on. I don't know why.
Well,
Yeah.
10 people talking, I get kind of bored after a while because everybody's yakking at once, and you follow the conversations, but you don't get time to process anything. You don't get time to figure out how you feel on what is being said because everything's going by so fast.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want to comment on that, but sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Just depends on what the conversation's about. Like I said, they get it talking about music or sports, and I'm like, I tone that out and I start listening to other people. Well, I have nothing to add to those conversations. I'm not a really a big music guy or sports guy. I know a little bit, not really. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So what's Josh been doing? Just working?
A couple days off there, rainy, shitty weather down here, so
It's been doing that here.
Catching up on stuff at home.
So we got snow on the top of our back hills here, so it'll be probably 2 or 3 weeks before there's snow on the ground here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can watch it slowly come down the mountain, right?
Yeah.
That's by the looks of it. 2 or 3 weeks we'll have snow on.
Look at it this way, I'm on top of the mountain already. See snow on the ground, not as much as there was the other day because we had a Chinook yesterday. And today she's back to turning into full white on the ground because it's snowing, not a lot, but it is snowing. And she's cool.
Yeah, it was a sprinkling rain. I had to walk in it. Would have been perfect yesterday if they didn't fuck up my script there. So, because it was no rain, it's a decent temperature,
Ooh.
and I had, like I said, I was all getting ready for getting ready ahead of time. Fucking taking my anti-inflammatories. Don't like to take those though. They kind of fuck with your stomach and your kidneys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to take 2 of them, and I'm only supposed to take 1, but I'd have to take 2, so I'm kind of overdosing on it already. But
Do you eat a shit load when you take them?
it depends. Sometimes I will, and sometimes I won't.
You should eat big meal before you take them.
Yeah. Well,
Every time.
it's if I have that choice, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Just like I said, I was getting ready. It's not like I take them like on a daily basis or anything. Once every 2-3 months, something like that. Take a couple of those because I know what's coming. Because it's going to be the fucked up day. I'm going to start feeling the pain from yesterday. But I had to run out here before it all started. I don't know. It's like 24 hours or more, and then I feel whatever I did the day before. See if I end up hurting myself or not. right?
Yeah.
I guess the swelling goes down, and then that's when I start feeling the owies. It's hard to say. I don't know. It's weird. I've been trying to figure this out fucking for 25 years, so I just manage it now. That's all I can say. I'm not controlling it. I'm just managing it.
Yeah.
Not in control.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and you're only getting like half the story of the fucking how fuckered I am. It would take me too long to explain it. We're all too much. You're only getting Timbits. And then Myron's memory is a little poor, so he doesn't always get it right. You're saying I was bedridden 3 weeks, but it's only about a week to 10 days in the middle of the winter there. It's already, like I said, the weather's already changing. It's already getting colder. I already feel it.
Yeah. Well, I exaggerated by 3 days. Or 4 days.
Well, you said like 3 weeks or something like
I
that.
thought, no, I was sure I said 2 where you're bedridden.
Maybe you said 2 as oh no.
But that's still exaggerating by 4
Yeah.
days.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. No one. I don't think anybody really cares anyway. So, except for the general people that actually know me.
Yeah.
Most people out there in YouTube land are not going to give a shit.
Well, the same with me.
Oh, I didn't even turn on the comments. Is there anybody in the comments? Oh, it's just me.
Mike Reese was here, but he's gone.
You check out.
What's that?
I said, did you see my new video? I just put it out this morning.
I haven't.
I watched one of your videos this morning.
That was probably my new one then. The pot garden final.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I put out just this morning. I worked on that the day before. Then I shut her off because I had to put a few more bits in there and some music. And I did that. I fucking did that this morning. So I did that last night, and I don't know. I was tired. I went back to sleep. And then I got up at 3. So I got about 3 hours sleep there. But yesterday, yeah, if I fell asleep, listened to everybody on all the panels. It was all gabbering, and I must have been tired to fall asleep because usually I can't fall asleep when noise is going on. So I must have been tired. Well, it was the hot bath that did it, I think.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, it helps soothe all the muscles and stuff, so it's not so bad. Easier to fall asleep, I guess, right? As long as I get to sleep an hour,
Yeah.
where everything comes back. Because sitting right now, my hips is fucking killing me. Sitting down. They're gonna have to laying down here soon. Shove a few munchies in my face so I don't have to get up.
Wonder if you had a backboard so you could hang upside down. That would help.
Anything that pulls my joints apart or rattles them hurts.
Oh, so that wouldn't be any good either.
What's happening is the fluid's building up and swelling up and forcing and stretching the tendons and muscles, and then I feel all tight, right? Like really tight feeling.
Yeah.
And then when that goes down, it aches and pains, and then once in a while, I guess it'll clunk because it's loose. It'll clunk, and then it really hurts, and then it gets re-injured again, and then the fluid builds up again, and then back and forth never stops. And I can't take anti-inflammatories right? That's the problem here. It kind of helps, right? Takes the swelling down and stuff, loosens me up again, but I can't take it anymore in 2 week stretch. And I can't continue. Like I said, it's an everyday thing, so I can't take it every day. So it's not really a remedy or anything. It's just a temporary help.
Yeah.
So I just managed to get these powerful anti-inflammatories, and I just double up on it, and it seems to work. But if I were to take that every day for a long time, right, it would just kill me,
Oh yeah.
screw up my stomach and my kidneys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not really willing to take those like that as a constant thing. Like ibuprofen's too, same thing, right? But I'm taking little football, big horse pill looking things, big football shaped brown things. They're just pure anti. And it doesn't fix it, it just helps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because yesterday laying there, my fucking feet hurt, my knees hurt, fucking from the walk and that, carrying shit home. Fucked. So everything's fucking poking at me, bugging me, just not letting me rest properly. But story of my life, right? It's what I have to put up with the daily basis. It's like Myron, pain. It's fucking fuck.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to describe, describe. It's hard to fucking tell people properly about what's going on, really. I don't know all the technical terms, and it's hard to explain pain to somebody else unless you're going through it,
Yeah.
because everybody's tolerance is different too to pain. So a little pain to one person might be great, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know I got a high tolerance. We used to play those sissy tests when we were young, branding myself the red hot iron. My other friends couldn't even touch their skin with it, barely. They'd be, ow, they can't even do it. And I'd push it right in there, sizzling, bubbling.
Oh, when I was doing sissy tests, you lit up the cigarette, took two arms, stuck them together, and then dropped the cigarette. And the first one to fucking pull away loses.
Yeah, I did that up against a 300-pound man. He gave up before me. It went a good quarter inch, though, or so, before he pulled his arm away. He told me I was crazy.
Yeah.
He thought for sure, because I was just a kid, right, teenager. He thought for sure I was going to give that. And I'm like, oh, you lost. You fucking whip. A big 300 guy. Yeah, we sat there for a few minutes while the cigarette burned away. At least a quarter of it. Because I had a good little burn stripe on my fucking arm.
Hey.
Yeah, before he pulled it away and told me I was crazy.
Had nothing that ever lasted that long, because I always, when it's dry, the cigarette was dropped, let it sit there for a second and then grind your arm into it.
You cheated.
Why? It burns me just as much as it burns the other guy.
Let's squish it a bit.
Yeah, just fucking not one scar.
I didn't even move. I didn't even flinch. I didn't even move.
I didn't flinch either, man. Everybody else obviously did.
I took it like a man. I got a few of those scars on my arm, same thing. But most of the time, they're just a little burn mark, a little round burn mark, and they give up instantly.
Yeah, I got one of those that was on the back of my hand trying to burn through a dollar bill.
What?
got the old dollar bills, they were paper,
Yeah.
and you could take a 20, wrap it around the guy's hand, and told him to hold it tight, and then drop a cigarette on it. And if you could burn a hole through the paper dollar, well, the 20 even, you could keep the 20, but if you had to let go, then you had to pay a 20. And thing is, nobody could ever win because as long as that paper is flat against your skin, all the heat is transferring through the paper and burning your fucking hand, not burning the paper. Fuck, I had a bad burn there and then I went to work in the wintertime on an all right. 3 fucking months I think it took for it to heal up
Oh shit.
because at work it was getting wet and the fucking scab was coming off every fucking day.
Yeah.
It just didn't have time to heal.
I remember I had a cut in the top of my knuckle, and every time I bend my knuckle, it split back open. And then I decided it was for 3 weeks. Kept doing that, so I took a needle and thread and put a stitch through it, and then held it together, and it was fine after that. I just had to take the thread out after it healed.
Oh, knuckles bad spot to have a fucking cut on.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kept splitting open because I had to use my hands, right? Kept splitting open, splitting. Fuck it, I'm fucking sewing it. I jammed the needle through there, some fucking brown thread, and tied a knot, and there you go. Fixed it. It was good to go after that. But I guess a lot of people can't do that. They can't self-terminate. They wouldn't be able to give themselves needles, or if they needed insulin or something. Some people just can't do it to themselves.
I could, well, I don't know if I could or not stick myself with a needle.
Well, if you could self-inflict pain, I'm pretty sure you can. Most people, they can't self-inflict pain. Well, not most people, but some people.
Yeah.
Because my little friend Gilligan there, no way. He wouldn't be able to self-inflict. Unless it's by an accident, right? But he wouldn't be able to sit there and put a stitch in himself or something, right?
Yeah. Well, I think before stitching myself, I'd go for Crazy Glue.
Oh yeah, I'd do that now.
I got personal little tubes in the cupboard.
Yeah,
Just little small ones.
yeah, I got some of those at my workbench thingy, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
That's where all my glues and stuff are.
Well, it's your fucking bench. You can call it whatever you want.
My workbench, yeah, that's what it is. That's what I would call it, my workbench. That's where I do all my work. All my tools and stuff are there. That's where I made my my stupid stick guitar thing. Only thing I'm missing is chisels. I need chisel, like a wood chisel.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I only want one, so I don't want it too wide, but I don't want it too thin at the same time. I want a fucking some kind of happy medium or something. Because I don't really want the whole set. It's too much. It gets to be too much having all set shit that I never use. I only use a couple pieces, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I need whole sets. Sometimes I could find them at the thrift stores and things, the tools I need, but a nice sharp chisel, never. They're always fucked up, chipped, or fucking just old, right? Never
Yeah.
So I'll have to go down and buy a new one of those sometime. But like I said, I'm just deciding on what size I want. So I might get a medium size and then a little skinny one, little small skinny one.
Do you know anybody with a belt sander?
Yeah, the guy upstairs has got one, but you'd have to dig it all out.
Dig what all out?
The fucking belt sander. He's got it all packed away. He's got a drill press. He's got all kinds of shit out there in the shed,
Oh,
smushed all together, right? So you'd have to dig it out.
yeah.
I
Because
could,
that
I
would
could,
sharpen those chisels for you.
yeah, probably could if it had the right. It'd have to have a metal sanding fucking thing. Nah, I'd rather just fucking, instead of going out and getting all that shit, just go out and buy a chisel,
All you need is sandpaper.
buy a new one.
Oh yeah, you can buy a new one. They're not that expensive, really.
Yeah, as I said, I might just get a medium one and a small little skinny one. And that's all I'd probably need. So I wouldn't say I do large projects at all. At best, some medium, but mostly just small projects. So it's like that stick guitar thing, little things like that, you know.
Yeah. So you want it for the wood or for the metal on the guitar?
The wood.
So you're buying a wood chisel.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like a medium-sized one and maybe a little teeny skinny one.
Too bad you're so far away. I've got 3.
Don't worry about it. They're cheap enough and easy enough to come by, so I just have to go get.
Yeah. Well, if you can find them, I don't know how easy it is to find them anymore.
I'm pretty sure Princess Auto will have them for cheap. Sell them individually too.
Yeah, you're probably right there. We don't have a Princess Auto in town. At least I don't think we do.
Or I can always go to Home Depot and there's a Early Bird. There's a few places I can go look for tools.
Holy fuck.
Cheap tools. I don't know. I just like them nice and sharp so I can carve with them, right? Easily.
Yeah.
To fucking fuck around sharpening them all the time and shit. Get a nice fresh one and easier to keep the edge because it's not already up.
When you're in there looking around at stuff in burger bin or whatever, whatever you call it when you go to get cheaper stuff, keep an eye out. If you see a belt sander, buy it because that'll sharpen your.
No, I just got a stone. I just use my stone. I don't need any fancy plug-in shit.
Oh, if you got a stone, then yeah.
A Dremel, but and then what else do I got plugs in? Oh, the glue guns. I got a big industrial glue gun and a little teeny craft one. That's about it. And then my soldering too. The soldering gun plugs in. I don't got too much stuff that plugs in most of the tools. I even got a drill that's a hand drill. But I gotta fix where it grabs a hold of that little thing. It grabs a hold of the bit.
Yeah.
It's seized. It's rusted solid or whatever. So I have to take it apart, go outside and take the torch to it and then heat her up red hot and try to crack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those old fashioned fucking hand crank fucking little drills. And I need it because some of the drill bits I use are like so small. You can't use them in a big power drill because you'll break them. Once it gets snagged, bink, it's broke, right? I can't, you know what I mean? The electric powerful for the little teensy-weensy bits.
Yeah.
So the hand one's way better. I could just take it easy and slowly work my way through, right? With those, like, it's small bits, like small. Some of them I use. And it all depends on what project I'm doing, right? So then I'll goof around with electronics too. I go around finding old electronic stuff that people don't want. They're broken or something. They're throwing away, and I know that it's got the bigger electronic bits in it. That's not all the micro pieces. And I'll take it and I'll rip the board out and I'll recycle all the little pieces off it, all the transistors and resistors and whatever I need, capacitors. I fix things too sometimes. Sometimes they'll give me a broken thing and I'm like, I'll check it out, find out what's broken. It's just a button, eh? And I'll fucking open it up and I'll find a new button and put it in, solder it in. Boom, there it's. I got a Bluetooth speakers because a button was broken and given to me. And I fixed the button just by replacing it. And now it works. And it's like, it was like a $90 fucking Bluetooth speaker.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's just, it's the pairing button when it with the clicky thing broke on it. And so he's like, here, Mal, scrap it. Do whatever you want with it. And then all those little solar panel light things that sit outside in your garden, those little solar lights. Sometimes I get a bunch of those. And all it is just corrosion, right? It corroded the fucking or the battery terminals and stuff like that. And you clean it up and it would work again.
I was good at taking like game systems apart, the older game systems and DVD players, the old VCRs. I take those apart, get them all fucking working again. But this newer stuff, I'm no good with the newer stuff.
I probably could do it. I just don't have the right tools. I need a really nice soldering iron where I can set the temperature and fine little tips on it. That little, and it has like a little ball on the end too, but it's so small you can't really see the ball. And then a heat gun. It's sort of like a regular heat gun that you guys like a hairdryer looking thing, but it's a stick and it has a small nozzle on it to force air into a little area.
Oh yeah.
That's to replace the chips. Like if you have a chip, you heat it up, use a pair of tweezers and it'll come right off. You clean, put the new solder on it, put your new chip down and heat it up again, holding it with your tweezers so it doesn't blow away. And then bloop, it'll just seat itself right into place and everything. It's not really that hard. It's just that the components are so small.
Right.
The one guy, I learned how to do jumpers too. So is wrecked, right? So you need a new line, right? You could just go trace it and go, okay, from this component to this component, you make a jumper wire.
Yeah.
Just out of that little fine little copper stuff you'd find in transformers and stuff, that little fine stuff. It's got a coating on it, but it's really thin copper wire. I don't know where you, like I said, you find it in transformers. It's in the coils of the transformer, that coil wire.
Oh yeah.
And it's super thin, but it has a coating on it, so it's insulated. So you use that as a jumper on boards and stuff. But like I said, I'm missing all that nice equipment to work on that small stuff. Like the big stuff's easy.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is once in a while I burn myself. I'll grab a component and try to pull it, and it fucking gets too hot and burns my fingers.
Right.
Well, I know as soon as it starts burning my fingers, I can't go any further than that. I gotta let it cool off because it's gonna damage the component. So it's sort of how I gauge it when I go to pull the thing off. If and go ow, and then okay, let it cool off. Fucking go to something else. Go to a different board. Try to pull something else. And there's a difference in solders now too. I noticed the older stuff was easier to melt away, and the newer stuff it's hard to melt or to reflow it. I guess you can say. The older stuff's easy to flow, but the newer stuff seems to be takes a little bit more heat to make it flow.
They're making it unfixable.
Yeah, well, I think they removed the lead out of it, eh? Saying it's not good or something and bad for you.
Sure.
Poison lead. No, poison lead, right? And they took the lead out of the solder. I think that's the difference now, so it doesn't flow as easy now.
Oh yeah.
It takes a bit more heat. Yeah, making it a little bit more difficult to repair things now, but so far so good. To repair most of the things that I plan to repair. And I heard something with the new Xbox X or whatever, the new one that's out. The box, it looks like a box. I heard there's a couple chips on those that keep going. And one you can get a replacement for, but the other one you can't.
Huh.
Yeah, there's two chips, two board chips in there that keep fucking cooking and frying or something that I heard.
Well, I'm a big PlayStation fan, but I have a old Xbox 360 that's in the front room, and that thing is fucking amazing. Like, it's old, it hasn't been cleaned ever, I don't think, and the fan in it, I don't even know if the fan still works in it, and that thing will play the most scratched up Xbox games, and
Yeah.
like Xbox is pretty good with their I don't know, their eye or whatever you want to call it, their laser.
Yeah, their player or whatever is good.
Yeah.
Disc player is good. But eventually it will wear out. Too many moving parts. And it's plastic too, so
Everything wears out eventually.
yeah. I don't know, the last console I owned was original Xbox. The original ones. That was the last console I owned, and I went to PCs after that. Never looked back.
Right.
I just got to say every 5 years or so, new fucking game box to buy, a new console to buy, right? And I was like, fuck this. And then now it's like, what, $1,000 or something when they first come out? Something crazy.
Oh yeah, they're fucking expensive.
And then to play online, you gotta have a subscription. Kind of crap. Fuck that. I went to computer. I could find everything I want on the computer for free. Games,
Right.
might not be the same games, but I can find games. I can find TV. I can find movies, music. You know, people now. Since we got panels, I can find people now.
Yeah.
It's great. So for me, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people can afford to get everything, so I had to choose. I can't get a place. They got every console under the sun and big fucking hi-fi stereos and giant fucking TVs and
Lucky fuckers.
no, well, since they worked for it, they deserve whatever they can get, right? They worked for it, they can deserve.
Yeah, if we're talking about the people that work for us.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's their money. They can do whatever they want. It's just I couldn't go that path, so I had to choose something. One, right?
Yeah.
Keep it within my budget. Like I said, if it wasn't for those damn fucking Trudeau bucks, I wouldn't have a new laptop. And then supposedly this one's only going to go to 2025, and then they're not going to service the Windows program on this no more, so it'll be done.
But hopefully by that time there'll be a lot of, because Windows 11 is coming out now. Hopefully by that time there'll be a lot of fucking used computers out there that us poor people can afford.
Yeah, they won't work because they can't support Windows 11.
Yeah, but if the ones that are coming out now can support Windows 11.
Oh yeah,
maybe $3-4 years down the road, we might be able to pick one up cheap.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more affordable by then.
Yeah.
Well, I heard some people are cheating. They're overclocking their CPU to make it run faster so they qualify. Because that's mainly everybody's problem is the CPU. Mine and the laptop, I can't replace it. It's not a removable part, so it's
Yeah.
so all I could do is go into the BIOS and fucking overclock it a little bit to match the lowest settings, right? But that means my CPU runs a little hotter and it's gonna take away from its life, and it's already been living fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
So I might overclock it right away, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to say how much, because I know I can get away with about 2%. I can overclock it about 2%. Any more than that, I don't think it's going to be able to handle it. It'll burn it out, burn my CPU out. It'll get too hot.
Yeah.
And this laptop's not fancy enough to have fucking like a thermometer on it to tell me how hot it is and all that shit. I don't even think my new laptop's like that either. I don't think it'll tell me the temperatures of the CPU. It'll tell me how fast it runs, but I don't think it'll tell me the temp. That's only in fancier computers.
Yeah. Well, I don't mess with them very much. I could fucking do a little bit, but I just say fuck it.
Yeah, I don't really do any research until I'm ready to buy. It's okay, I got the money to get a new laptop, so I fucking just did the research. I want something for gaming, and I can't get too crazy expensive. I'd go for Alienware if I had the money. They got some fucking cool Alienware fucking laptop kind of things.
Yeah, so I don't know much about computers, but I know I'm getting ready to buy one here shortly, so I can, because I do everything off my phone, and fucking I got plans for my channel, and I can't really do too. It's a lot harder doing YouTube with my phone, man.
Yeah, well, if you're going for a desktop, get a customized, build your own. That's the best way to do it. It does get expensive after a bit, especially when you're looking at graphic cards.
Yeah, see, again, I don't know much about laptops and shit, so if I can't build nothing, right, when it comes to my buddy's got his computer and he talks about all this graphic cards and all this stuff that he puts into it. I don't have a fucking clue, man. I don't understand none of it.
I'll tell you how to do it, Josh. You just walk into the store and say, hey, I want to buy the most fucking expensive one you got in this whole fucking place. And you'll get a nice computer.
Right.
Wish I could do that. That's thousands of dollars, Myron.
Oh yeah.
It's like there's a laptop out there. It's like $6,000. It's big. You couldn't really call it a laptop, but that's what it's like. It's a big fucking huge thing, like a clamshell. But it's fucking big like a suitcase.
Well, I got to get something with high graphics, and that's pretty, for gaming and stuff. I know my boss, he went and bought a computer, and he bought the top quality fucking for gaming, man. One of the best they got for gaming. It's like, oh my god, the guy only plays cards on it.
Well, when you feel you need to get one, Mike can order all the parts for you, or maybe not order the parts, but he could tell you which ones to get, and then all you'd have to do is click everything together.
Right.
Yeah, there's some places that allow you to custom build your computers, and they slap it together for you and send it to you.
Right.
What he's doing is just picking the best parts off sites on the internet for the cheapest price.
Yeah.
Once gets all the parts, they all come in. He puts it together.
Yeah, that'll save you some money that way too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you gotta kind of know how to put all the parts at the same time. You don't want to fuck anything up.
Well, you just fire up his phone one day and say, "Hey, Mike, what the hell do I do now? I got this green thing here. Where do I put it?"
Where do these wires plug in? Which way does the CPU go in?
Right.
Usually, a CPU, one of the corners will be cut off or marked, and it lines a little diagram on the board. It'll show a square with a cut off corner or a marked little white corner or something. And you just match up those corners and drop your CPU, clamp it down. Put your heat sink back all on and fan and everything else, or whatever your cooling system is. So it's not just like fucking plug and play. It's a little bit of work to it. The hard drives are just plug and play. Same with RAM. Graphics card is pretty much plug and play. You just plug it. You just got to be careful when you're slotting these things in, not to crack those boards and fuck up the connectors and shit. Got to be nice with. Don't
Yeah, you got to use a soft hammer.
You soft hammer. No hammers. They should just slide in nice. You shouldn't have to push really hard to get them in.
No banging, guys.
Yeah, no hammers. No soft hammers either. Unless it's like a feather. Yeah, I don't know. The big deal is right now is the CPU, having it good enough to run the new Windows 11. Everything's starting to get too quick, right? All the programs and everything are starting to run faster, so
Oh yeah.
you need a CPU to keep up with it. That's why your computer lags and stuff over time. Everything goes faster and faster and faster as technology gets better and programs get better. And
Well, mine does not lag very often
well,
at
like
all.
when you how quickly does your Google come up, for instance, or something? You open a new tab, takes a few seconds or instant?
Tell you right now, I'll open up a new one. How's that?
Yeah.
Click. There it is.
Yeah, it's pretty close to being instant, so you're decent enough.
No, I'm not. It says I'm not.
Well, I know your CPU's not, but your speed, the speed of your
Computer is good still.
good enough for now, right?
Yeah.
But it's telling you like later on, it's not going to be, right?
Yeah.
And my computer's what, like I said, it's over 10 years old now. It takes a half a split a second or whatever for things to open. But my new one, it's click and it's done. And on YouTube,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say on my YouTube, it falls behind, it lags behind the StreamYards all the time. And on my new computer, it doesn't do that. They both keep sequencing. You know, they're almost right on top of each other. Where the YouTube on this one, StreamYards, YouTube's lags way behind, like minutes, right? And if not more, sometimes. Matters how long I'm online for, how long it's running for. Because right now, I can see it's a little bit behind. It's a couple
Mine
minutes.
usually lags about no more than 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, see, that's pretty good. Mine will lag behind more and more as time goes on. I guess
Yeah, my phone's about 10 seconds behind YouTube. Like when I'm on StreamYard, it's, I don't know, probably.
No, I'm just getting lag, and then I get set back on YouTube and set back on YouTube, and then next thing you know, it's like 10, 20 minutes behind
No
StreamYard.
shit.
But usually I have too many windows open. That's why it's lagging. I get any more than 4 windows open at the top or whatever, 4 tabs, and it starts to lag. 4
I've
is
had,
about.
I've had 9 or 10 open on top, and it didn't do a thing.
Yeah. See, it just shows how different. It's how old my computer is, right?
Well, I pay $120 a month for fucking my internet.
I don't know. It's applied in my rent, so I don't know how much.
I'm paying about, I don't know, 90 or $100 a month.
I just made sure that they got unlimited high speed internet. That's all I said. Make sure you get that, and we're good. And
But
I guess 5G's coming soon too.
do you know something, Melvin? Mine and yours high speed. I imagine you'll be on about the same speed as me. That's what 100 and say 2 to 110 download, and about 10 and a half, maybe 11 upload usually.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, where I'm getting 100 download, Mike is getting 700.
Yeah, I don't know. I got there's optic fiber coming to this place too, so
Yeah, well, that's all what I'm on, optic fiber.
I don't know. Mine seems to work pretty good. I remember before we were on Shaw, and it took forever to download or upload you to YouTube.
Yeah.
Fucking video would fucking take me half hour or more to fucking upload it. But now it's fucking my 10-minute video. It's minutes. It's not. It's only like 2-3 minutes, and it's uploaded to YouTube.
Yep.
And then once YouTube's got it, then it does one more thing to it to bring it to high definition or something. So then I have to wait another 2-3 minutes for that one to do it. So it's pretty quick, really, now.
Oh yeah, it's way faster than it used to be. Fuck, it used to take 2 or 3 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes, just for a fucking page to load.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I upload a video to YouTube, fucking just depends. Sometimes it will say 3 hours. I can switch to my mobile data and it will fucking bring it down to like, 10, 15 minutes. And then just depends, I guess, how my internet's working, I guess, because sometimes, like I said, a 20-minute video to upload can be sometimes like 2 hours or longer to put it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, the internet I got, my new laptop, it hasn't been a problem.
Nice.
Yeah. Really quick.
Yeah, see, I only got so much phone data, so I like to save that if I'm out on the go and I want to go live or something.
Yeah, for sure. Phone data is expensive too, isn't it? I don't know. I never had a cell phone yet, or account, I should say. I had a couple used ones given to me, but it's always the battery, though. That's why they're giving them to me, because the batteries are pooched.
Hi, Lulu.
Hey, Lulu. How are you feeling today, Lulu?
Oh, Josh dropped.
Yeah.
Lulu. Is Lulu gonna come up?
She might not want to, Melvin.
Just ask. She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's nice to ask people because they feel more welcome that way. Because if anything happens, then now it's your fault.
Oh, not too bad, Lulu.
Josh is back, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Fuck, I don't know what happened.
Well, if you're using your phone, that's what's gonna happen.
Well, I hit the back arrow on my phone by mistake, and
Yeah.
it just canceled StreamYard. With my other phone, it will just put StreamYard in the background, but this phone just took StreamYard right out.
Yeah, it's just like if you clicked on a link in the chat, it'll bump you off sometimes too when you're on your phone.
Yeah, I got my other phone seems to be a lot better. It's a Velvet 5Gs, 5G, whatever.
I just got the computer set so it opens a new tab each time. So if I click on something in the chat, it'll open a new tab for me.
Right.
Or just learn what I wanted to do. Yeah, I haven't even really looked to fucking. I was watching Epic's thing this morning or whatever, but I just couldn't have weird drunkenness.
Yeah, I watched that too this morning. What the hell? I can't remember. Buford T. Justice.
Melvin, walk me through when you share your videos on StreamYard. Walk me through that.
Well, you look down below. There'll be a little one that says. So there'll be mic, stop cam, cam mic, share, and leave studio. And down below will be share. And then a little window will come up, and one will say share file, or it'll say share screen. And if you want to share one of your videos, you just click on share file, and then you just find your file or whatever and click on it after that. Usually it'll open up like your video section or whatever on your computer. But you're on your phone, so it's going to be different. So it's going to bring you to the media center. So you just find your movie file on it, and it'll go on the bottom, and you just ask Myron to play it, and then it plays.
Oh, okay.
And he can boost it to full screen, so we can all get a bigger look at it, or he can just leave it little screen like you got now.
Right.
He's got control over that.
Right.
Putting it to full screen and all that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking sometime there, when I do my next live, I might try to play some videos.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. Like I said, you just find that share button, click on it. You must know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's at the bottom of my screen.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm on a laptop computer. I don't know what the interface looks like on the phone. Like I said, I wouldn't have a clue unless you showed me. Keeper. Uh-oh, here we go again. God damn it. Fucking stupid fucking...
Hey, that's not for you.
No, it's never for me. It's always for somebody else.
Well, pretend it's for you and tell them to fucking wait.
No. I don't make waves with the people upstairs, man. They're giving me a place to live.
Right. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
I'm not saying pick up the phone or anything. Just turn around and say that while we're sitting here, so you can say, "Hey, they're fucking rude. They don't listen."
I'm fucking rude. I don't listen.
I thought it was them.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No, fuck. Man,
That's how you want to be.
anybody that can listen to 4 fucking chats at once cannot say anything that I can listen. Or I don't listen. Fuck. You listen way better than I do.
Well, I don't catch everything.
Yeah, but I fucking wouldn't catch very much. First off, I wouldn't even attempt to try it. It would just irritate me with all the babble.
Well, like I said, when there's some good conversations going on, I don't mind listening. But if they're all arguing and stuff, it's like I can't hear anything.
Yeah,
10 people on panel all yelling, and it's like, what the fuck are you all saying? I can't hear a damn word.
yeah.
And then you listen to the other ones until it's over.
Yeah, if there's only 4 people on a panel, I guess, and they all are fairly civilized, then it's kind of easy to fucking keep up.
Well, 10 on panel's not so bad. Like, they're not talking over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of them. They're fucking everybody's talking at the same time.
Well, sometimes they get a little inebriated and then they just never stop.
Yeah.
But the host has got control over that. They can either mute them or they can lower their volume so they can't overpower everybody. They have these powers.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just think they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or offend anybody by doing it, right? But sometimes it has to be done.
Well, you're fucked either way. If you mute the drunk will be pissed off at you. But if you don't mute him, you might have 5 or 6 people upset with you.
Yeah, I guess.
You can only be around a drunk when you're drunk.
Yeah. I have a hard time understanding a straight person. If I was drunk, like a lot of these people that were drunk, I'd understand them. But now that I'm straight, I can't fucking understand them at all. Or I get really tired of being told the same thing fucking over and over.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I noticed that too. People get so drunk, over and over and over.
Yeah.
It's like there's only so many times I can telling me how shitty that guy was at work with you. You know? That guy's an asshole, goddamn, blah blah blah, and then 2 minutes later it's the same story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know any drinkers or anything. I know drinkers, but none that I really hang out with or anything, so I don't get exposed to it too much. Limited exposure, I'd say. I mostly know all the pot smokers. That's all the circles I run in are all pot smokers, pretty much. There's a couple that don't do anything, but
There's the odd drinker on here that once in a while gets kind of irritating. And yes, I understand you all the time, Lulu. Because I've never seen you when you're in the bank.
What are you doing, bud?
If his name's Bud, you should plant him in some soil.
no, I'll take clones. Roll a joint up here.
Yeah. Fuck.
I got enough for 1 more ounce when I'm done with this one. And then, I don't know, I have to wait until the 17th. Yeah, something like that. What are we at now? 11th?
No, we're past the 11th.
What are we at?
15th, I think, today.
Yeah.
14th, isn't it?
Sunday today. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
14th, yeah.
because Wednesday's the 17th. That'd be
Yeah, but I set the clock back. It went ahead, back 1 hour, but my mind went ahead of the day.
fuck. I'm sleeping. I'm up and down so many times I don't even know what day it is anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 days. Yeah. 22nd.
that's like when the kids would fall asleep during the day. They'd wake up there around supper time and they think it's the next day.
Yeah, I've done that.
Used to do that at work. In the wintertime when it's dark, guy gets off. You don't know if it's morning or nighttime.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I've done.
guys that were off work would get all dressed up in their clothes to fucking go holler at one of their old crew. Hey, what the fuck you doing in bed? We're at work already. Some guys were all the way out to the fucking job before they realized that it was only an hour or so after they went to sleep.
Whoops. Yeah, I've woken up and wonder if it was fucking day or night. Ooh, gotta go look outside. Oh, it's nighttime. Shit.
Right.
Oh, I look at the clock. Is it 3 in the morning or 3 at night? So I have to go, yeah, because I keep it all pitch black in my room, so I don't know until I look out. Go look out the window.
I have to invest in one of those clocks with the AM PM.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Eh? No, my alarm clock has the AM PM button, but it doesn't always get set.
Oh yeah.
At least a couple times a year, the power goes out, and I just fucking set it, and I just don't bother with the AM PM part.
Right.
Or you're missing a day, or you think it's a day ahead, and fuck, it's weird. It's like, what? I thought it was fucking Monday, and oh, it's Sunday today. Fuck. Or the opposite way around.
I was thinking about making a video of the border down here, man. It's pretty. They got a real fucked up loophole in the border system down here. I noticed the other day about it, so I might do a video on it.
Well, don't let nothing but fear and common sense hold you back.
Right. Well, they got everybody coming into Nova Scotia. They have to stop at this checkpoint, and they have to if they don't have the paperwork, well, then they're sitting there and they're waiting. And you have to if you don't have both your shots and stuff, well, then you're self-isolating. And right now they got the exit before the checkpoint open, so you can go in that exit, and then you can go right around the checkpoint, right back out onto the highway.
Okay. I'll be back in a few.
So
Well,
what makes
that's the nice thing about around here. I could frickin' get a long ways into BC. It would be rough, but I could make it all the way to Saskatchewan without driving on a major highway.
Right.
Most of the way it would be by back roads. just gravel roads.
Yeah.
But we're a lot bigger out here, and we were able to keep our roads sort of long and straight, I guess. Fuck, I wished I could drive. I think if I was able to work, I'd be working hard all winter, and I'd be driving down there in the spring.
Yeah, eh? Well, it looks like it's gonna pour rain here tomorrow, so won't be working tomorrow either.
Neither will be Bill, but
I don't know, might do a live tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
you don't like fishing?
Fishing?
No.
No, it's not. I don't mind it. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't really eat fish or anything, so
Yeah, then that makes a difference. I like to eat everything I catch. As a matter of fact, I like to fucking, and it doesn't happen very often, but you fucking carry a stove right on the fucking boat. So you catch a fish, fucking gut it, and have it cooking while it's still flopping on the grill.
my boss, he had his pond. He had it stocked with fish, but everybody caught them, and he hasn't stocked it back up since. Yeah, bud. Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna be brushing your teeth there after you have it.
Don't use your dad's toothbrush to clean the toilet.
Right. Gotta hide that baby. They probably would do that.
Nah, not unless some asshole told them to.
Right.
Keeper, I've never had the crabs.
Keeper.
I went to a camp where they had crabs, and I didn't go into camp. I phoned to the fucking and let them know that I was sitting outside waiting for a meal, and they brought me the meal out to me. I ate it, and then somebody come back out, and I just passed them down the plate and knife and fork and glass and everything, and they left, and I left. That way I didn't catch them.
It's like these two construction workers there. There's one guy, he's on the ground, and the other guy's fucking 100 stories up, and he needs his handsaw there, so he fucking starts motioning to the guy down below. He's like, eye, and he points at his eye, and then he's like, need, and points at his knee, and then fucking handsaw, and he starts moving his arm back and forth. So the guy down on the ground there fucking whips it out, starts pulling on it, and the guy's like up top's like, what the fuck? He goes down there and he's like, what are you doing? But he's like, I was trying to tell you I was coming. What's up, bud? Take the whole bin if you want.
Well, oh, keeper's in here still. Says there's only one person in here, keeper.
What's Keeper up to this fine day? Snowing where you're at, Keeper? I don't even know where Keeper is. He might have said before. I don't know. I forget my own name sometimes.
I think he's in Ontario, up north. But I might be wrong, but pretty sure he's Canadian. Saskatchewan. Or Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Oh, fuck. He's up there, eh? Where you can see your dog running away for 3 days.
Yeah, that's not really true.
No, I know. I lived in Merrifield, Saskatchewan when it was fucking real small. Keeper might know where that is.
I lived in Estevan, Saskatchewan when I was really small.
You lived where?
Estevan, Saskatchewan. It's a way south. See, it's south. The southern part of Saskatchewan is really flat, but the farther north you go, there's a lot of ravines and small coulees and all kinds of crap like that, and it's more rolling, so people can hide in spots if they don't go up on top of the hills. No hockey rink.
Not when I was there. They had one school, and from grade whatever to grade 12, and there was only, I think there's 5 kids in my class, and that was grade, I don't know, I think it was 5 and 6 together, maybe 5, 6, and 7 together. Can't really remember now, and they only used half of the school because it was really not a very big town.
Yeah.
Or village. but you never see no cops or anything like that. It's so far away from any big towns.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid this town is going to die eventually because they're doing nothing to help it grow, and if it ain't growing, it's dying.
Yeah.
It used to be that there was a town or a village, was about every 6 miles or maybe every 10 miles. Why? Because that's how far a horse could go before it needed a little rest.
No, yeah.
So that's how they decided how far the towns were apart. But now we got cars, so all those little towns, they quit growing. A lot of them are dying, and everybody's moving towards the cities, which is just what the government wants you to do. They don't want you to.
I'd rather live in the country.
Yeah. Well, the government would like everybody in one spot so they could control them all. And I was listening to some guys earlier about racism, and most towns promote racism by allowing places to have a name, like Chinatown, or whatever other ones there is like that. Little Italy, or places like that in a town. If all those people, if a town was designated, say a block, they had to be a brown, a white, black, brown, white, and a black. You could only move in like that. You'd have to respect your neighbors no matter what fucking color they were, because they would be your neighbors. But as it is now, everybody's allowed to go all off by themselves, and then they start thinking that other shades of skin are not well, the whites think everybody is inferior pretty much by the way it looks.
Yeah.
It's just shitty. Just shitty. I really don't know how to stop racism, but fuck racism and religion. Geez, I should find one more R and I could go the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Great. Anyways, I'm gonna hop down, Myron. I gotta head to the store and do some other crap.
Have a good trip. Thanks for coming up.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me up, buddy.
We'll come anytime.
All right. I'll see you after a bit.
You betcha.
Bye.
Melvin, are you there? Must have went for a smoke. Well, I'm gonna call her keeper as soon as Melvin gets back. I'm not gonna call it without being able to tell him first. I think that's rude.
What's that now?
I'm gonna call her, Melvin. Thanks for coming up. I really appreciated it.
Alrighty. No problems.
Probably catch you tomorrow.
I'll give you a shout.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.